أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وتابعين تابعين بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. Many thanks to Almighty Allah. We ask Almighty Allah to rain down His blessings and mercies upon our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his disciples, till the day of recompense. Tonight's edition of our Binomancy training is starting now. I welcome you all to tonight's class. Usually we conduct the training every Monday night, but last week it was shifted to Tuesday, and the same thing happened today. But as from next week, it will be televised on Monday. So we'll go back to Monday starting from next week. For some reasons, it has to be Tuesdays for last week and tonight. For those of us who are just joining us for the first time, you will have to get your handout in order to understand what we are actually discussing. Binomancy is the use of binary codes to forecast present conditions, the past, and the future. In the world of divination, there are certain concepts or arts that are being devised to make predictions accurately or almost accurately, starting from necromancy, hydromancy, to even astrology. But all these arts of divinations, none of them can be proven scientifically and mathematically except geomancy. Now, we are trying to explain to the whole world that the so-called geomancy is actually binomancy, the use of binary codes to reveal the hidden facts about the past, the present, and the future. The use of numbers to solve spiritual problems. The use of numbers to tell what is in the mind. Last week, I talked about how we can calculate what is called the root name. The root name Somebody was asking me after the class that what is the significance of root name. Someone was asking me that what is the importance of finding the root name? Why do we need to calculate the root name? You need it for two reasons. One, it is only by getting an accurate root name that you can tell why your querent made the consultation. Two, it is only by finding the root name that you can tell the possible solutions to the problem. Without knowing the root name, you can't find solution to any spiritual or financial or economical challenges. If you don't know the root name, you are going nowhere. You can't solve anything without knowing the root name. So I implore you, settle down in the class, get your writing materials, invite your friends, share the program, repost. Now, let's talk more about the root name, known as Domir. Domir. Root name is a figure, a specific figure in a binomantic table that encodes for the totality of the intention of the querent. It summarizes the intention of our client. It summarizes both the problem and solution of the querent. So the root name is a single figure that encodes for both the problem and the solution. Don't forget that in a binomantic table, there are usually 16 figures. But out of all the 16 figures, we can actually search for a single figure that can encode, that can summarize the whole challenges and the possible way out. Or warnings. At times, it may not be solution. It may just be warning to the querent that don't do this, don't do that. Once you stop doing this and that, you'll be saved from your challenges. The Arab call it domir. There are so many methods of searching for the domir in the table. If you look at the handouts, especially the handout 2, there is a chapter that is dedicated for the root name in book 2 of our handouts, Binomancy handout, chapter 9, book 2, chapter 9, techniques of root name. So a lot of methods are mentioned in that chapter. Now let us look at some of the methods and explain. We have mechanical approaches. Mechanical approaches. Some of these methods are highly technical. So under the mechanical approaches, I think I cited about 7 or 8 methods. Okay, 8 methods under the mechanical approaches. 8 methods. Then we talk about the Ahmadanis approach. That's a particular Binomancer whose name is Ahmadani. So his own approach was also cited here. Then we talk about Tumtum's approach. Tumtum's approach. Then we ended the chapter. However, out of all these methods, I cannot say the methods are not good. They are all good. They can all lead you to what you are looking for, the root name. But I can actually bring out 3 most reliable ones. 3, just 3. 1 or 2, yes, 2. We mentioned 2 last week. Delta 15 is also in the handout. Then the double star. That double star figure is also a root name. That double star figure is in the handout, but it's not under this chapter. You'll find that in chapter analysis and operation. That should be chapter 1 in book 2. You see it there. Yeah, chapter 1 in book 2 is there. So I think we need to lay more emphasis on some of these methods so that people can understand it easily. Binomancy is not something that is so hard that we cannot comprehend. Don't run away from it. Just give your cool down. Just calm down. Pay more attention and do practicals. So tonight, I will bring in a question. We'll use practical examples to understand where we are going. Now, in this question, somebody asked that, what kind of business can she be doing? What kind of items, if it is selling, what kind of items can she be selling? So then we ask her to pick certain numbers out of 16 sets of numbers. So we have, the question here is, you must have a question in Binomancy. What is the question before you? So the question before us here is, what kind of business or sellable goods can Mrs. B invest in? This is the question. Then the module, that is the numbers picked, include 4, 12, 13, and 3. So you have to use the numbers to form your table. Solution. So we have the question now. Okay. 4, 12, 13, 3. Now, using the period and value order for the decryption, you have to state which order you are using for your decryption. Decryption by period and value order. Mothers, daughters, nieces, and additives. Now, what is our 4? Yes? Tell us, what is 4? Yes, you. What is 4? Someone among the viewers should type the answer for us. What is 4? I can't see comments. I can't see people commenting. Our 4 is 0, 1, 0, 0. 12 is 1, 1, 0, 0. 13 is 0, 1, 1, 1. 3 is 1, 1, 1, 0. The daughter figures 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now the nieces is total addition of 1 and 2 here. We have 1, 0, 0, 0. And this gives us 1, 1 plus 1, 0. Another 1 plus 1, 0. 1 plus 0, 1. Then you add these two together. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0. And you add this 1 plus 1, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 0. Then we have these two. 1 plus 1. 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0. 0 plus 1. Then this 1. This 1. 0 plus 0. 0. 0 plus 1. 1. And we add this to this gives us 1, 1, 0, 0. And this and figure 1, we have 1, 0, 0, 0. Now the table is complete. The next thing is to check if there is any bug, that is error code. We look at the figure 15 if it is odd or even, but here we have even figure as our figure 15, so that means there is no bug. The next thing is to find the sole figure and the truth figure, a ruhu romli. The sole figure, take it from here. So that is 1, 1, 0, 0. So this figure, is it present in the table? We have it here at figure 2. It is in the second house. It's also in the 6th house. It can also be found in the 15th house. So the presence of that sole figure in the table is very important and vital. The next thing we now try to calculate the truth index, TI. Addition of figure 3 and 5. So that gives us 0, 0, 1, 1. Then addition of figure 11 and 15. That gives us 0, 1, 0, 0. Addition of these two, 0, 1, 1, 1. So we look in the table if this figure is present. It is present. We can find it at where is it? Okay, figure 3. It is present in the 3rd house. So that shows about 99% accuracy of the table. Having said that, the next thing for us is to look for the root name. It is the root name that will now answer the question. What we are actually looking for. What kind of business or sellable goods can Mrs. B invest in? So we are having 16 figures, but we have to look for the most important of all the figures. Now, using delta 15, what we do here is we count all the 1 from figure 1, you stop at figure 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We have 30. Total date is 30. You subtract 12. That gives 18. You divide by 9 and find the remainder. It's not going to give you any remainder, so you take 9 to be your remainder. So starting from figure 9, the figure 9 is 1000. You now check that 1000 under N in the table that shows all orders. You find that in your handout. That colorful table in the handout. So you can see, you can find it in handout 1 and 2. So we look at that figure, which is figure 9. We go and check it under L. What number is written there? So when we go there, 10000 in keys under L. L represents the abjad order. So it gives us 4. So that is a redirection from 9 to figure 4. Upon getting to figure 4, we see 1110. So we're going to check that. 1110. That is Atawatu Dakhila under L. That gives 9. So it is redirecting us back to figure 9. So using the delta 15, the 9th figure appears to be a root name. Is a root name. Now there is one condition. Before we can, I didn't mention that one last week. Before you can accept a root name as a valid root name, there is a condition. The condition states that a root name, a figure that appears as a root name, must exist in that position in the table of orders. This is the table of all orders that we have. You now look at that table. Do we have that figure occupying that position in any of the orders? If it doesn't occupy that position in any of the orders, either order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, or N, or O, if you don't see it in any of the order occupying that particular position, then that root name is invalid. For example, we have 1000 as a root name occupying the 9th house. Look at it. This is 9th house. This is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. At 9th house. Now we have to check that table. 10000. Okay. Under that 1000, do we have 9 appearing in front of it? When you check throughout, here now, 9 doesn't occur. The first number we have for that figure is 8. That means it is occupying the 8th house under the A order, natural order. The same thing, B, you have it 8. Under C, 7. That is house 7 under the block order. We have 1, 8, 8, 4, 10, 8, 2, 14, 4, 15, 5. 15, then 8. That means it doesn't occupy 9th house in any of the orders. For that reason, that root name is declared null and void. It is not practicable. So if you go and use that as a translation for the person, you are just misleading the client. So you have to look for another root name using another method. That is why you have proliferation of methods. So now let's try delta 16, which is double star figure, also known as double star figure. In this method, you have to count all the 1 from figure 1 to figure 16. This one is not delta 15 where you stop at house 15, you stop at house 16 here. So this gives us 31. So we don't subtract 12 here. The next thing you do is divide by 9 and find the remainder. If you do that, the remainder will be 4. Because 9 will stop at 27. So we have 4 as the remainder. So in that case, the figure in the 4th house is given a single star. Then we estimate the figure in that house using 8472. No, 8472. Sorry. Using 8472. Where is the cleaner? Okay. You use 8472 code to estimate. It is mentioned in the handout. So now what do is we add these numbers. Wherever we see 1, we have 1 here, that is 8. We have 1 here, that is 4. So you add it together. 8 plus 4, 12. Then you have 1 here, that is 7. 12 plus 7 will give us 19. So after getting your value, you divide again by 9 and find the remainder. So we just got 19 here. 19 divided by 9, the remainder will be 1, because it will stop at 18, and then we have 1 at remainder. So that means we go to figure 1, we give it a simple star. So we repeat the same process. We do estimation for this figure using the 8472 code. 0 is here, we don't use 8. 1 is here, that is 4. 0 is here, we don't use the 7. 0 is here, we don't use the 2. So this one give us 4. So you don't need to divide. Just go to house 4, because that number does not even reach 9. So here, we go back to house 4. It has already taken 1 star. We give it another star. So this means this figure here is our double star figure. So this is also a root name. So we just get 1110 as our root name. Now we have to check for the validity. In the table of orders, we have under 1110, we have to check if it is occupying the 4th house. So we see it under D, the planetary order, it is occupying the 4th house. So that means it is valid. So we cannot use this to answer the question. Now, how do you now interpret? Because the person is looking for suitable business. So just go to the table of occupation. Table of occupation is in the handout. You will find it in chapter 2, book 1. So under the table of occupation, you go and check. This is answer to that area. So you check it here. When you check, what we see here is we see farmer, gardener, drummer, trader. So this is telling us that this person can be a trader selling farming tools, selling entertainment instruments like drums, guitar, and the likes. So the person will be a good trader, a very good trader, because of this figure. So that is the answer to the question. The person can also go into farming to set up a farm. To set up a farm, the person can invest in farming. So any trade can also be good for this person, because he is a, or she is a born trader. A born trader. So very good if the person invests in trading. So that's the answer to the question. So if you don't know how to find the root name, you may not be able to solve questions presented to you. Now that is question 1. Let us look at another question and solve it. Now let us look at a true or false question. A true or false question. Now somebody asked that he received a piece of information that a particular household has been infected with coronavirus, that all of them in that house have been infected with coronavirus, COVID-19. Now, you want to know, is that true or it is a rumor? So now that is a true. We want to check the validity of a piece of information. So that is question 2. Is it true that the entire household of Mr. A has been infected with COVID-19? So the module number, the password to your question, you are using 16 4 14 4. So you have to decrypt it. We don't choose a particular code for you to decrypt. You choose the one you like. But for me, here I am using 8472, which is the period and value order. Solution. Decryption, you have to state which order you are using by 8472 code, also known as the period and value order, P and V. So our table, MDNA. The model figures: 16 is 0000. 4 is 0100. 14 is 1101. 4 again 0100. So these are the model figures. You complete your table. So this, the first D, D1 0100, D2 0000, D3 1110, D4 0100, N1, the addition of M1 and M2 0100, N2 1001, N3 0100, N4 1010, A1 1101, A2 1110, A3 0011, A4 0011. So the table is complete. The next thing is to search for the TI and the soul figure to know the truth level of your table. The soul figure, just take it like this. That is 0, 1, 0, 0. Is it present in the table? Yes. It is the second figure, also the fourth figure, also the fifth figure, also the ninth figure, also the eighth figure. So that is present. Then TI, the truth index, addition of figure 3 and figure 5. That's the first thing you add to find your TI. We have, that will give us 1, 0, 0, 1. Then addition of figure 11 and 15. This gives us 0, 1, 1, 1. Addition of these two, 1, 1, 1, 0. So is this figure present in the table? Check. Is the 7th figure here. It's also the 14th figure. So that means the truth level is as high as 99%. So the next thing for us is to search for the root name, domain. So to do that, you can use any method you like. Just make sure that your root name is valid. Okay, so let me use the delta 16. Delta 16, which is the double star figure. So we count all the digits, which is the 1 in the table, from figure 1 to figure 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we have 26. You divide by 9 and find the remainder. So the remainder will be 8. So you go to figure 8, you give it a single star. You do estimation of that figure using the 8472 code. That is the constant that you must use if you are using delta 16. So here, that will give you 4. Because it is only the position 4 that you are having 1. So this is 4. So you go to the 4th house, you give it a single star. So if you do the estimation here, you know 4 is not up to 9, so you don't need to divide again. If it is up to 9 or more than 9, that's when you divide. But if it is 9 that you get, you don't divide. You just take the remainder to the 9 and go to the 9th house. So here now is giving us 4 again. So give it another star. That is our double star figure. So our Rn with this formula, which is delta 16, is 0, 1, 0, 0. Now let's check for the validity. You check in the table of orders. It is certainly existing in almost all houses. So let's check. Under B, it is there, 4. Under E, it is 4. Under F, 4. Under I, 4. Under J, 4. So you have it like that. So this is valid. Absolutely valid. Now, how do you interpret this? You can check the table of lie detection. It's in handout 1. I think the last chapter or so. The general studies. Okay, so you go and check that table. So you see that figure under true. This is the table, general studies. This is book 1. So the figure is 0100. Okay, then it is telling us that it is true. You see it under true. So that piece of information is true. Inference. Information is true. However, you have to also consider figure 1, which is the horoscope, to know whether the information has been exaggerated. Yes, a piece of information can be true and at the same time exaggerated. How do you do that? You have to consider the first figure also. So when we look at the first figure here, it's 0000. So when we look at the table of lie detection, 0000 appears as exaggeration inference. So you now say with 0000 as first figure, not likely that all the members of the household are infected. It's not likely that it is all of them, but it is true that there is COVID-19 in that house. Well, it will not be all of them. So that is where the exaggeration comes in. So if you have any question or for more inquiries, you can reach me on my WhatsApp 0703 492 4039. Once again, 0703. Please WhatsApp only. 0703 492 4039. If you also need the handout, that's the contact WhatsApp 0703 492 4039. The handouts are sold as PDF files, so you download it, print it at your own end, and do spiral binding. That's all. See you next week Monday, inshallah. Ma salam.